Do you suffer from debilitating migraines? You know, that throbbing pain in the front or side of your head that's so severe you're unable to work or do anything other than retreat into a dark and quiet room? Have you had them for years and just haven't found a solution? Call Dr. Elizabeth Ebersol and put an end to your debilitating migraines forever. Or go to her website at www.handmadehealth.com. That's www.handmadehealth.com.
Chase Shelton here, Friday Night Glory with offensive star of the game, Jackson Kraatz. First off, just a big district win. Y'all needed it coming off 2 losses. Just talk to me a little bit. What is it like walking out here with a dub?
It feels great. Last game we had a tough loss, but tonight we reunited, came together, and we got ourselves a dub. And it's going to lead us through the rest of the district, and we're going to win out, and we're going to play good, tough football.
Yes, sir. Now, today you played really tough football, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Just talk to me. What was it like? I mean, seeing the holes. I mean, offensive linemen really put in some work, but just you getting that ball, what were you seeing today?
I was using patience behind the line, trusting my linemen. They were great, man. They got a hat on a hat, and I was just being able to be patient and use my speed, and I hit every single hole. And thanks to all my linemen, really. They did most of the work.
Yes, sir. Last question now. Obviously a very tough district y'all in. Y'all got Fossil Ridge next week. Obviously you want to win out. What's practice work getting ready for next week?
We treat every game the same. We work hard at practice. We win every single Monday, and that's what leads us to win on game night.
We're here with Parker Ireson, tight end for Keller. First touchdown of the year for you. Talk to me. What was it like catching it, getting in that goal?
I mean, it just felt great. I mean, the whole team just came together, and they just put in the work, and then it just happened for me to get my first touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Now, obviously, you're a tight end, so your other job is to block. I just talked to your running back, Kraatz. What was it like for you and your other lineman just giving him that, room to run today?
I mean, it felt pretty good. I mean, it's just like we held our blocks, and we just did pretty good blocking-wise.
Yes, sir. Now, like I asked him, obviously 2 more district games in a tough district. What is practice a little different for the offensive linemen / tight ends? What's game work ready for you?
Game work ready, I'd say, is just keep everything the same, stay on blocks, just work hard in practice, and that's what it takes to win.
Colby Meek with Friday Night Glory, and I'm here with defensive end Johnmarc Cabello of the Keller Indians. Hey, 2 big sacks on the night. Talk about what you were doing out there and how you were getting free.
It was awesome. I had a great time. It was pretty much just go as hard as you can every play, trust your teammates, just trust your teammates, pursue the football, do everything you can to just stop the ball.
Absolutely. Next week, big game. You're going to play a running football team in Fossil Ridge. What are some things that y'all can work on next week in practice to help contain their offense?
It's shoot through that gap, trust your other D-line and your linebackers to cover their gaps as well, and just push, keep pushing on the football to make sure they get as least yards as they can.
Absolutely. So coming off 2 hard losses, getting this win over Timber Creek, what does it mean to you and your teammates?
It was hard going through those losses, but we overcame it, and we did our best. And we're here now, and we just won, and we're all happy. It's a team effort. We did this together. It was awesome.
Congratulations, buddy. I'm here with Zach Oday, defensive back for the Keller Indians. Zach, flying around tonight, laying some big hits. What's more fun, causing turnovers or bringing the wood?
I'd say bringing the wood. I'd love to knock some people out, just like tonight. It was real fun, flying around and hitting people, so loved it.
Not only were you making plays tonight, you had 2 of your other fellow defensive backs. You had Vargas with an interception, and then Brenton forcing a fumble. Talk about how proud that makes you of your teammates.
Yeah, they played great. I mean, they flew around all night. Everyone played great, trusted the coaches, trusted the calls. So, it shows what we do in practice, translates to the game. We practice hard and trust our coaches, so it really helps us out.
Absolutely. So, went into halftime with a big lead, just like last week. What was said in that locker room to make sure you came out and didn't repeat the same thing that happened last week?
Well, all this week we remembered the feeling of last week, and we used that to motivate us. And we knew we had to come out hot. That's all we were talking about in there, is come out hot, because Timber Creek was a pretty good second team half, and we knew that. So we knew we had to come out very fast and physical, and we did that. So it helped us out.
Absolutely. Zach, congratulations. Here with the head football coach, Karl Trail of the Keller Indians. 38-14, big victory. Coach, how good does it feel to get back on the winning side of the board?
We've had some things happened to us in the last couple weeks in the second half, and we wanted to rectify that. And so we played well in the first half, and I think we played harder and executed even better in the second half and played a complete ball game. And now we're 2-2 in district and have all our goals still set in front of us.
Coach, your defense again, forcing turnovers. I believe 2 or 3 on the night, but big hits, and I know you're a fan of that. Talk about your defense.
That bunch of kids is so fun to coach because they're not very big, but they do not mind throwing their bodies around, and they have a unique skill set that all of them. Some of them play baseball, some of them play other things, but they have great ball skills, and so we get a lot of turns that way because we're ripping balls out, going and catching them in tough situations, and have the courage to go do it, and then being violent wins football games, and that's something I'm always believe in. You got to play violent. It's a tough sport, but the more violent team usually wins.
Absolutely. So offense, they kind of controlled the game, spread the ball around to a bunch of different receivers, dominated the run game, had other guys that haven't caught balls. They're spreading the love. Talk about your offense and how proud you are of them tonight.
They were so balanced. Jackson ran the ball great. I guess he scored twice. I can't remember. And then we had some other people have some success. Parker Ireson, sophomore, slipping out there getting his first touchdown. And it's neat seeing some of those kids do some great things. Amari got loose a couple times, and our quarterback play was clean. So, but none of that happens without an offensive line that fought their tails off, pushed them, was able to push it a little bit so we could run the football, and then that opens up the rest of it. So couldn't be more proud of the entire group.
Last question. So 2-2 now in district. Big matchup next week versus a crosstown rival in Fossil Ridge. Talk about things that y'all got to do this week to prepare to stop that run game and continue this, continue getting wins.
You got to regroup. You enjoy this till morning, and then you start working on Fossil Ridge. They're a good football team that does things a little different than one we just played. They're going to try and run through you, and defensively they do a great job. And I haven't seen the results from tonight, but that game's always been, no matter whose record's what, scores what, have been a barn burner, and it goes back to the original 2 Keller schools, and it's always been a great one. The whole time I've been here and long before I ever got here.
Coach Stralow, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.